But I don't know about you guys, but I am bad at building chatbots. I put a lot of overly complex logic into them. So I thought what we could do today is build a bad chatbot in Twilio Studio and then make it better with Twilio Autopilot.
Hi YouTube! The following interview took place August 6th, 2019 at Twilio's Signal Conference in San Francisco at Moscone West. It previously aired on our Signal TV broadcast over on twitch.tv/Twilio. In this interview, we were super excited to have Jen Abrahamian from Twitch come on and talk to Corey Weathers about Autopilot and chatbots. I hope you enjoy this interview and live coding session.
What's up, folks? We are back. We are literally coming up on close to the end of day one at Signal.
Almost over.
Welcome to Signal TV. It's your boy, Corey Hurricane Weathers, back in the building for one of my favorite interviews of the day because I get to interview one of my super cool friends who is also a former Twilion. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a nice warm welcome to Ms. Jen Abrahamian. Jen, how are you doing?
I'm so great.
I am so happy that you're here.
I'm so glad to be here. Signal is one of my favorite times of the year.
It is amazing. It's nice to gather around with both developers, customers, and now former Twilions.
It's true. It's true. And you know what? I'm having just as much fun this year as I did last year. So
yeah,
it's such a great time. So many cool announcements. I'm so stoked to go home and play with the CLI.
Yes, I think we all are.
I wish I'd had earlier access to it so I could play with it on this stream. Maybe we'll do a little bit of that later if
we'll have some fun.
Yeah. We'll see. So yeah.
Well, and I got to tell you,
stuff.
The chat room is loving you. Everyone's saying hi.
Hi, everybody.
People are giving you all the love.
Yay.
They appreciated, specifically a couple of our friends appreciated that you used to do developer experience or developer relations related things at Twilio.
That's true.
Do you want to share a little bit about that journey and kind of where you've landed since then?
Yeah, so I am honored to say that I am a former Twilion. I had such a blast working for this amazing company. I was on the developer network, so I got the chance to interact with amazing developers from throughout the community all over the world, including awesome people like Corey.
Hey, yeah.
And like all of you.
And Chef Brent and
Chef
Layla.
Brent, yes, our
number of
amazing
folks.
crew here. Yes, so super, super happy to be here. I love Signal. I am currently in a new job. I actually am there 3 weeks in.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I am super excited to be a product manager on the developer experience team at Twitch. So it's very meta that I am a Twitchling on Twitch right now.
How cool is that, friends? This is super amazing. I'm glad that we've got more Twitch friends hanging out on Twitch with us at Twilio.
Very cool stuff.
Okay, and so obviously, you've been at Signal today, you've had a ton of fun, and now you're joining us. I kind of prepped the chat room a little bit. I said, hey, we're going to do some stuff related to Autopilot.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have let the cat out the bag.
That's okay.
I feel like we're going to have a fun demo.
We're gonna go on a journey here. Oops, my screensaver went on.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll take care of it. Our friends can't see that yet.
Okay, no worries. We're going on a little journey with Autopilot because I'm actually pretty new to the product and I really wanted to explore it.
Oh, that's fun.
And so I was thinking before I came on the stream of what kind of use case could I come up with about Autopilot, and I thought, you know what? I love building chatbots.
Yes.
And Autopilot is so perfect for chatbots.
Yes.
But I don't know about you guys, but I am bad at building chatbots. I put a lot of overly complex logic into them. So I thought what we could do today is build a bad chatbot in Twilio Studio and then make it better with Twilio Autopilot.
Hey, I love this idea. I say let's go ahead, bring up your desktop, and let's get this thing going. Now, for our friends who have never used Twilio before, for our friends who are just logging into Twilio for the first time, can you describe what is Studio?
Yeah, so Twilio Studio is great because it's kind of a low-code, no-code solution, so you don't even have to write a line of code unless you want to. It is a drag and drop interface builder that allows you to build powerful communications workflows. So you can build just about anything you can make on Twilio, you can make with Twilio Studio. And you don't have to get into an editor. You can do this on a brand new laptop. All you need is your Twilio account and a phone number, and then you are good to go.
And it's super easy to get started.
It is super
That's
easy.
Amazing.
Yeah, so one of the things I was thinking about today, because I was trying to think, what is a good chatbot that I can build? And I was thinking, I'm at Signal. I need to drink more water.
True statement.
It's true.
We all do.
And so I was just maybe I should track how much water I'm drinking.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I made a little API that lets me log my water, and I'll show you this tab. It's a little, there's no front end, sorry.
Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what's here.
Let's zoom in. So you can see I drank 8 ounces of water earlier today, and then I had 17 ounces of water. And then I had 3 ounces of water. So this is kind of, but these are all
We need to
call
get you
requests.
some water.
I know. I am so thirsty. I'm glad I have this water bottle right here. But yeah, so these are some water that I drank earlier today. But I actually had to update this with curl requests, which is not the easiest thing to do when I'm on the go.
No.
So let's make that one step easier by building a quick studio chatbot.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a new flow called Autopilot.
Oh, it's our. Oh, wait, hold on. It's our hydro pilot. We're doing the puns all day today.
Oh, yeah.
This is so fun.
And I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch. Although, if I really wanted to, I could use this SMS chatbot as a little bit of a cheat.
So these are templates.
These are templates. These are prefabbed. So if you really want to get started, but you're afraid of a blank canvas, that's okay. You can just click on any of these, and you can build a phone tree from like the template. You can build appointment reminders. You can do lead routing, call forwarding, all kinds of things. You can actually, this is my favorite one at the bottom, is import from JSON.
Oh, I saw that.
If you're collaborating with somebody else, you can have them export their Flow Json, because it's all JavaScript just behind the hood, and it is something you can import flows so you have something else to start with.
Yeah, that's super amazing.
Yeah.
I love
but
that.
I'm not afraid of a blank canvas. I don't think you are either.
I
We
am
can,
not.
Get this going.
Yeah, we live dangerously.
All right. So basically, we've got the trigger, and that's the only thing on the screen right now. And this is your sort of home base, and it's where you're going to intercept. It's the air traffic control of our Hydropilot.
Got it.
And so what's going to happen is either on an incoming message, an incoming voice call, or a REST API call, it's going to intercept those communications.
Oh, good. So if a text message is coming in, it'll pick it up. If there's a phone call coming in, the same flow
Can pick
will
it up.
pick that up.
Yep.
If there's a REST API request, the same flow can pick that up.
Absolutely.
That's super powerful.
It's pretty cool. It's omni-channel right out of the box.
We love that.
Yeah. So we're going to go with text because I want to text my bot. I've got my phone here, so I'm all ready to go. And so the very first thing we're going to do is I need to know, so I'm going to get an incoming text, and then I need to probably ask how much water I've drank today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this send and wait for a reply. Just drag the widget onto the canvas and then connect the dots. And then I'm going to say, how much water did you drink?
Oh, and that's it?
Yeah, and then I can save it. And I'm going to, what am I missing? Something is not saved. Oh, here we go. Missing required, oh, it needs a reply. Okay, there we go. So I need to reply, and I'm going to send a message back.
Oh, I love that. Wait a minute. This is so cool.
So I'm going to just send back the exact message that they sent me so that we can validate that this all works.
Wait, so this is cool. So
Yeah.
wait, hold on. I feel like I got to slow down. So
Slow down, yeah.
in the first widget, we had the small exclamation point that told us something was wrong. That thing that it said was, okay, we're due to send and wait for reply. So we actually need to process the reply.
Yeah, so it's like it wants to engage in conversation with you.
Okay.
And so if you're not going to have the second part of that conversation, then
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
And now we are in the reply, and we're using what looks like the liquid template language to get some variables?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use liquid templating is built into Studio, which is super cool.
Oh, snaps.
And I'm going to grab the inbound message, and it looks like I got to scroll down just a little bit. Inbound body is going to be the message that gets sent to me, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to publish my flow. Really quickly, before we hook this up to a phone number, I'm going to explain what's going on in the flow. So we've got the trigger, and a message comes in.
Right.
And it's going to prompt you and say, how much water did you drink?
Yeah.
You're going to say a number.
Right.
And it's going to spit the number right back at you. And actually, let's clean that up with a sentence.
So we'll just add like some text.
Yeah.
And is that as simple as just typing that in here?
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. No, shut the front door. This is legitimately...
It's so easy to use. Like, this is honestly, like, I mean, I'm a developer. I code all the time, but this is so easy to use that it is worth it to me to go with the low-code, no-code solution.
And I noticed
for this part.
we hit the publish button a couple times. What's that doing?
Oh, I didn't save it. Yeah, so publish is actually publishing your flow. So I'm going to hook this up to a phone number, and then we can see what's going to happen there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go get a phone number.
Oops, that's Studio. Just go back to my console and my phone numbers.
Okay, so twilio.com/console. You hit the phone numbers icon, which is automatically pinned for a number of folks. So we'll keep that in mind.
Yes. So, and if it's not, you can always click on those three dots on the left side.
All products and services.
All products and services. But I've got my phone numbers right here. And I'm going to click this 415 number, nice local San Francisco number.
Shout out to the San Francisco folks.
Yeah. And when a message comes in, I have a Studio Flow already selected, which is great, but I need to set the flow, and we called it Hydropilot.
Oh, wait. So this literally is just like a drop down.
It is a drop down. Yeah, you can do so much with Twilio without typing.
I mean, this is amazing.
It's pretty great. So I'm going to save this. And so now my flow is actually hooked up to my phone number.
And that's it? Wait, we didn't write a line of code.
We didn't write a line of code. And we're going to do a lot more without writing a line of code.
I'm so confused.
We're going to make this do some really bananas things in a bit without a single line of code, which is pretty great.
As we're doing that, I got to hit a question from the chat room.
Yes.
One of the questions that was asked was, will Studio lint the text that we reply to with, right, to find the number? So if in fact it is that we've set up these variables, right, and we want to do some things because we're using the liquid template, will it do a lint directly inline in that box?
That is such a great question. So Studio's not natively going to do that. We're going to do some things that are weird to the chatbot, and then we're going to bring in Autopilot to clean that up.
That's good to call out.
But that is an amazing question. I'm so glad you're on that page with me. So what I'm going to do is text this number. So I'm saying hi. And it just texted back, how much water did you drink?
Oh, it texted us back.
Yeah, it texted me back. So this is already working.
Is there a way we can see that in the console?
You know what? That is, oh yes, you can look at the logs.
Oh!
Yeah, so you can see this incoming message. And this is my active execution.
Oh, and it's like actually happening, and there's like flow data, and there's steps there, and it's telling you where it is in the flow.
This is mine. You can see my actual phone number on there. So
okay, friends, don't copy that number. Don't copy that number.
But yeah, so you can actually see this live happening. So it says, how much water did you drink? I'm going to put 4 ounces. That sounds good.
This is amazing.
And I just said, oh, and I spelled this badly, but it said you had 4 ounces of water.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it is, and it's going through, the flow data's got all of this stuff. It knows what's been happening here.
Well, and I love that you can stop it here as well.
Yes, if something were going terribly wrong for whatever reason, I could kill the execution if I wanted to.
This is amazing. And then you see all of the SIDs. So everything in Twilio has a SID for the most part. So that it can tell you, like, this is the unique ID of the specific object or interaction. That's amazing.
Yep. But yeah, so this chatbot doesn't do a whole lot, though, and it definitely isn't logging this to my API, which is what I really want it to do. So I'm going to really quickly get rid of the send message 1. We're going to make this more robust right out of the box. So one of my favorite widgets is the HTTP request. So I can take that reply, and we'll get back to that case about linting in just a second. But we're going to take that reply, and I'm going to make a post request to hydropilot.herokuapp.com/API.
Okay, so we've got a Heroku app deployed.
Yes.
And
yeah, so that's this guy over here in the other tabs. This is just my lovely little JSON that's happening here. This is my my data, if you will.
Yeah, this is your backend data that we've just been updating. This is cool.
Yeah, it's one day I will put a front end on it, and it will look really cool. But yeah, so I'm going to make a post request to that API. I'm going to send some JSON to it, and it is going to say ounces, because it takes ounces of water, it's param. And then here, I'm going to use that liquid templating language again, and I'm going to say inbound.
Well, and I love that we get the list of the variables right here. Like this is, I don't need to know the name, right? I can start typing. Autocomplete will start to do what it does, and it'll pull up the list of the variables, and I just grab it right there.
And if you want to make it easier, you can actually rename the widgets. So the send and reply one's kind of a long name.
Yeah.
I can call it ask.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is going
and it's going to pick that up?
Yes. So it's changed that to ask. So
that's cool.
So it knows contextually like what you've changed.
Yeah.
So you've got parity between all of your widgets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we've got, so if I'm doing this right, what I'm going to do is with this widget, I'm going to send a post request to my API. That is a comma, so it's definitely, no, that's not a comma, that's a slash. Okay, good.
Yeah, we sometimes have to check these things.
I saw that. I was just like, what if I threw a comma in that URL? That would be bad.
Sometimes, friends.
It's going to send some JSON with ounces and then the number of ounces. This is, again, presuming that I'm doing this the happy pathway and just sending a number.
Yeah, we're not error handling anything here.
We're going to do some error handling in just a moment.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm going to save this widget. We've got no exclamation marks, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm going to publish my flow. And you mentioned the Flow publishing before. You can actually see the full revision history up here.
Snaps.
Yeah, so if you want to revert to an old version, you totally can.
Look at
and
that.
It'll also tell you when you do things like rearrange the canvas, which I think is really nice.
Yeah.
Because then you can see it was like, this was a really trivial thing that I just did. Or,
That's right. Or if you deleted a widget,
yeah.
right? Or if you like updated the text in the widget. That's cool.
The nice thing is nothing is super permanent. You can always revert to your old version. So if you
Yeah.
have something really cool, you can go back to it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually
All
didn't
right.
know that.
So we've published my flow. So let's pick a number that's not in this list because we're going to want to see this come through.
655.
655. All right. So I'm
I don't know
texting
why I
it.
picked that number.
No, that's okay. I don't know if we have that much water here, but all right. 655. Oh, 1337. That would have been good too. We'll do that for next
1337.
time. All right. And
We
I'm
should
going to
send that in
refresh.
next time, yes.
And if this works, oh, I don't see 655. All right, so that post request didn't work. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Let's see what happens, friends.
Let's see in the logs. Okay. HTTP1. Ah, the request failed. Okay.
Ooh, what did we do?
Let's
see.
debug.
Hey, we're doing it live, friends. Listen, keep hitting
Reach
us with your
timeout.
questions and all the things.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if my Heroku Dino went to sleep.
Oh, it may have gone to
Let's
sleep.
try that again.
Yeah, we may have had to send the request to wake it up.
That might have been it. All right, 655. Let's look at the logs and see if this new one is working. No, the request failed again. All right. Hey, this is fun. You guys get to see me break
Okay,
stuff.
friends, so we're doing it live while
We are
Jen's
doing it
kinda
live.
getting stuff set up.
All
I want to
right.
give a quick shout out to our friend Janisco. Thank you for hitting the follow button. If you all are enjoying kind of what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and all the fun things we're doing live, definitely hit that follow button. You'll get the notification for when we're coming back online. We have a ton of content still planned for tomorrow. We got a little bit more content planned for today. So we really want you to join us on this journey at Signal here from Signal TV. Yeah, friends. Okay, let's hop back over to the,
I put the wrong
thing
endpoint.
here. Oh, we put the wrong URL in here.
Yes.
Oh, look at how fun that is.
There we go. There's our 655.
655. Okay, there we go.
Yes. So always check your URLs. We got the new one in here. Sorry, 655 ounces of water.
There we go.
Came through. But
That's
yeah,
a lot of water, Jen.
It is a lot of water. I might have to take a break in a minute. But okay, let's talk about that linting and how that's what I sent through was 655. But
Yes.
it could have been 655 ounces or some water or something
Ooh.
like that. That could have been what we did, and that isn't going to get us exactly the place we want.
No, it would have failed here.
It would have failed here. Or, yeah, the request would have failed. My API is not that robust. It doesn't have anything to handle non-standard inputs. It's just looking for integers. So let's put something in between these two widgets to do a little bit of handling. So first I'm going to grab a split widget. Oops. Grab split based on. Okay, so split is a fun little widget that allows you to do conditional logic and matching inside your Studio Flow. And so the very first thing we're going to do is pick the variable that we want to test. So the widget here, the send and wait for reply, is asking how much water did you drink? So we're expecting some sort of response to that. So ask has an inbound message body.
I love that that's a
gonna
drop
be the
down.
response. Yeah, exactly. It's a drop down. We named our widget ask so we could find it really easily. We could have used anything. We could have used that incoming message from the trigger. We could have used, any variables that are available in the flow. So all of those are available to us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and test on that. So right now you'll see on the split widget it's got no condition matches. And I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit on these
Just a
widgets.
touch, yeah.
They're a little bit easier to see. Okay. So actually I think there's a way to do that with this that's a little cleaner.
Yeah, our zoom in button.
Yeah, there's a
that's
zoom
not
in
so.
Yeah, then the panel
yeah.
on the side fits a little bit
That's
nicer.
right.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm splitting on this, and what do I want to do is I want to check if it's a number. And so I can set a new condition.
Oh.
And oops, I actually set two. That's okay.
Well, that
We're going to look for a
happens.
couple different things. So I want to see if it's a number, and I think I can check if it's before or after a date or a time, but there's not
Oh yeah,
one
no.
that's for a number.
No, you gotta do
this
regex to do
Yeah,
that.
we have to do regex, and my regex foo is not so great.
Hey,
Maybe those of you on chat know how to do this. I'm gonna hop into another tab and Google regex.
We
input.
legitimately talked about this earlier about
Is
how
number.
we all don't do regex all the time. and we still need help figuring out the regex things.
Yeah.
Let's go check out some regex testing.
I'm going to borrow this one because this looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that we're borrowing one that's there.
It looks like it matches on this regex tester. That seems good enough for me. We're going to test it out ourselves.
That's usually how we do this. I write developers, write our developer friends.
I remember when I was in college, I thought I had to memorize regexes. This is a lot of information stuck in my head.
You know what? Our co-host, Lizzie Plika, said the same thing earlier.
Yeah.
Lizzie legitimately said, yeah, only last time in college.
And I think I can actually, I can delete this other one.
Okay.
No, I can't. That's okay, I'll just leave it there. Okay, so I've got if the value is a regex, meets the regex condition of is a number, then we're gonna post the value here. And if not, we're actually gonna send a new message. Oops.
Oh, to say something.
Yeah.
And it just sends it back to the original sender.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm
Shout out to the studio team. Look at how easy this is.
Yeah.
We're literally just dragging and dropping things. I love that Andrew Rhino has said this is a pretty complex React app, but it's a React app.
It is a React app. A lot of powerful Twilio stuff going on under the hood, but yeah, fundamentally it's a really good React. Oops, I don't want to delete that widget.
I'm going to ask a question, and I think I know the answer to this question, but I want to see if you know the answer. One of our friends, Silicon Orchid, has asked a really good question, which is, does this graphic UI compile down to a code-like version that could be edited in a code editor or possibly saved to version control?
Okay, so what you can do, and I'm going to take a little break from our linting process here to jump into the trigger. So one of the things that you can see, one of the things you can see on the config file is the Flow Json. So this, I don't know that I would edit it like code. I mean, you very much could. But if you remember when we were looking at the templates earlier in the stream, and there was one import from JSON, you can also export Flow Json.
Oh.
And so all of this JSON can pop out and you can use that for version control. It is tricky to edit it, especially because you've got a lot of these like UUIDs in here and like positioning data and things like that.
Got to be careful.
So it's not quite as human readable as some code you might be used to working with. But yeah, you can totally dive into that JSON, and this is where you could use that for versioning.
Yeah, I mean, you could totally take this and pop this into GitHub, and there goes your source control. That's amazing.
Yep.
Hey, I do want to also hit two other statements the chat room brought up. One being, both being around regex. I love that Robertables has called this out. He once had a problem, and then he reached for regex, and guess what? He then had two problems, which is part of the reason why regex, so called out by our friend Silicon Orchid, just killed Cloudflare just recently, which is terrible.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, friends, keep the comments coming.
Regex can be magic sometimes.
It can be magic sometimes.
So, and I know, a lot of developers, like you and I included, like definitely go to those regex tester sites to just kind of hack them out.
To make sure that the regex string works the way we want it to. Yes.
So, all right. So, so now we've got the current state of the flow. Let's take a little step back. So the very first thing is a message comes in. It's going to say, how much water do you drink? It's going to check if that's a number based on the regex. If that works, it's going to send this post request to our API over there. And if it doesn't work, it's going to say, sorry, I didn't get that. Can you type in a number? So it's going to sort of guide the user to
and then it sends them back to that same question.
Yeah, and then it's going to ask them how much water they drink.
That's
so we're going to go right on. And the reason I did that, because like you can basically create a loop here. And the reason I wanted to do that is because we're looking for the response to this widget. Oh, you know what? I just realized we need to hook up the value from the split widget, or from the ask one. Let's tuck right here. Oh no, it's still got the inbound body from ask.
There.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're still getting from this ask widget, so we want to make sure that they're going through that one again, and it will overwrite that value if you go through
every
that a second time. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. This is like a state machine.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and publish. So I'm going to now try texting it badly.
Okay, good. Let's try texting it badly.
So I'm going to say, how much water do I drink? I'm going to type out 10 ounces, but in words.
10 ounces in words.
And if you can see that, it says...
Oh, yeah, it's just asked you again.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you type in a number?
I don't know if our friends can see that, but that's okay. That's totally fine.
Yeah. And so I'm going to say, how much water do you drink? I'm going to type in 19 because I think that's a number we haven't seen yet in the API.
Well, yeah, we
side
like
of things.
nice whole numbers that are not
Yeah.
655.
There we go. Those 19 ounces are
And it
right
posted.
there. So
That's
the post
amazing.
request worked when the conditions were correctly satisfied.
Cool.
But this is a little complex.
Yeah, it took us like 20 minutes to
It
get
took us
through
like
all
20
this.
minutes. Yeah, and which is amazing. There's another layer of complexity I want to add into this before we get into the autopilot.
Oh my
Because,
goodness, let's
yeah,
go see
because
it.
I told you I like to make bad chatbots. I want to make this as painful as possible.
I think we all would agree with that, actually.
Yeah, so most studio flows, I have to say, are actually pretty easy to work with and pretty great. So a case I wanted to handle, and this is where it's going to get tricky and kind of weird. We're going to reuse that number regex. Is what if I just wanted to text something as an incoming message instead of just a wake word like hi? Because right now I'm prompting with how much water did you drink, but I've been using this texting app for the last 20 minutes.
That's right.
What if I just want to send a number there and have that directly processed?
And it just works.
Yeah, so there's a couple ways we could do that, but they're all a little bit funny. So we're going to do one of these with a split and a regex again.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Just so that we have the opportunity to delete a bunch of widgets later when we bring Autopilot
good.
into this.
Well, and I love that
Yeah.
everyone's giving you ideas for how to make it even worse. As the life is yours, thank you for this
Yeah.
recommendation. Has said, have it spam you every 20 seconds.
Have it spammy. I mean, I could do that. That would be definitely encouragement to drink a lot of water. Oh, man.
You'll also be running to the restroom every 30 seconds.
Oh, true. And then throwing my phone in the toilet.
That's exactly right.
All right, so the very first thing, so we're going to look at that incoming message. So I'm going to unhook this.
Okay.
And I'm going to split. I can actually split based on the trigger message.
Oh, that's cool.
So
If it's just a number.
trigger message body. Yeah, so we're going to do that same condition again. And I'm going to borrow that regex from in here.
Yeah, we'll just copy paste.
Total copy paste. All right, regex. All right, and then this time we're going to go. You know what? This is where this is going to get ugly, and I think I did this on purpose.
Uh-oh.
I remember why I did this. Okay, so one of the things with Studio is remember how I mentioned that the ask widget, the variable for the post request, was dependent on that?
That's right.
Okay, so if I wanted to do this again from here to try and get from this incoming message trigger, it's not going through the ask widget because we want to bypass the question.
Oh, yeah.
So this is where it's going to get ugly.
That's
I'm actually
right.
I'm going to copy this. We're going to do another HTTP request widget. So I am intentionally making my flow kind of full of
Oh, look at the font.
extra widgets.
Well, and the thing is, this is how people think about this, right? Like, legitimately, they build a studio flow to solve a problem, and then, they need to make things a little bit more complicated because there are additional
there's
cases
extra
to cover.
cases to handle.
And so as you cover cases, you just start dropping in more and more widgets. This is not unusual. It happens in the real world, friends.
Trigger, message, body. Okay, great. So I'm going to pass the ounces there. So if it's a number, this is going to happen here. So I'll do that. And if it's not a number, it's going to ask how much water you drank.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so this is actually like for the case that I'm trying to do here, this is a lot more widgets than I really want.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
But I'm going to go ahead and publish my flow. Let's make sure it works because I think I just want to type in what's the number we haven't seen yet.
1337.
1337, that's right. Okay. So I'm just going to text 1337. And if this works, I should see that on my API side. There we go. Okay.
1337.
So it is accepting the number input. So that's great. But if I text hi, it's going to ask me how much water.
Oh, that's cool.
So I do have some handling of different kinds of inputs.
Yeah, thanks to our nice split here.
Yes. But this is kind of a messy flow, and it's I had to kind of think through a lot of things to get here. So let's try and maybe look at what Autopilot can do for us.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
super curious actually to see now. Now for our friends, again, who may not know Twilio, who may just be using Twilio for the very first time.
Yeah.
How would you describe Autopilot?
Autopilot is how you can bring machine learning and natural language processing, which are some buzzy and exciting words
Yeah, buzzy and
that
exciting
the tech community
words.
really loves. Basically, like training your machines to think into your communications workflows.
Got it.
And so what Autopilot does is it processes inputs of either voice inputs or text messages like SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook messages,
The message-based
Slack
apps.
messages, things like that.
Oh, we have
And
friends.
we do. We have some friends stopping by the booth. Hi.
We have to wave hi to the friends.
We do.
They're here. They might as well. They look like they want to peek their heads in.
Oh yeah.
We've got
some guests.
one head in. Shout
right.
out to our friend David Prothero.
Yeah.
Let me stick up to the front
Oh,
here.
we got Micah Sawyer
David's
here,
gonna
too.
bump down.
right.
We've got
We
Micah
got a crowded
here.
house here.
We've got friends here from the developer education team, friends.
Yeah.
Let's
and
say hi
friends,
to
we've got
them.
Cedric the
Hey,
robot.
And Cedric is here with
Yeah.
us. We love Cedric on the Twitch stream.
Cool.
Everyone loves Cedric's voice. You all in the chat room, give them some love. These are the folks who work on the amazing docs that you see, on the amazing Twilio Quest that you've been using, on the amazing Cedric that we've all been interacting with.
Have you
Hi,
ever played
friends.
Twilio Quest?
These friends have been playing some Twilio Quest 3.
Amazing.
Some folks have not
Cool.
been doing their jobs because of Twilio Quest 3.
That's exactly right.
Some folks have just not been doing their jobs because they like us.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
And so we'll take that,
that's yeah. I have your stream on all the time.
Hey,
and it's
we'll
like,
take that.
I'm not getting much work done.
Well, and somehow, some way, we're all still employed. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. We get paid to do this,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
right.
Madness. Well, I'm glad you all are here. How's
Yeah.
Signal been?
It's awesome.
Yeah?
Like a shark this morning.
Like a shark.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were dressed up like a
You
shark.
dressed
Literally.
I
like
got
a
to
shark.
ding a bell
Yeah.
to start
Oh,
off
we
the,
saw
the
you
champion. Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Yeah.
For
competition.
the CLI competition.
Yeah.
Well, my goodness. I mean, I love that we've got friends who just come and have fun with us.
Yeah.
They pop in. We saw our friend Hat Ricky earlier. We saw our friend
okay.
Jonathan, who was one of our customers. One of our
Oh,
customers
great.
popped his head in and
That's
wanted
nice.
to say hi to our friends on
That's
Twitch.
So
nice.
great.
This is super exciting. And now we've got our friends here from the developer education team. How fun is
Awesome.
this?
Awesome.
Okay, so we're doing some bot building.
All right.
Yeah.
we'll
We're
let you
doing
get
some
to it.
stuff
All
in
right.
studio. We're gonna do some more stuff in Autopilot. We'll see Cedric again
I'm
soon,
gonna try to.
as well as
And
the
do they live
human
in this
friends.
booth now because I can't get out?
Yeah, let's not break the
I'm
soundproofing.
sorry about that.
And let's open up the door.
Yeah.
We got you covered
Getting a
here.
little hot in here.
Yeah, it's always hot in this room, I tell you. Don't you worry. We've got a hand of God who's gonna help us fix the soundproofing in the back there. Don't you worry.
All right. So let's
Okay.
get back to autopiloting. Yeah,
Yes.
so Autopilot takes your inputs, whether it's text or voice or whatever's coming through, and it runs it through models that you can train and build.
Nice.
And it helps you build those. So you
That's
don't have to be
amazing.
a data scientist. You don't have to know anything about machine learning.
So it's like natural language.
It is natural language processing, yes. And it's probably one of the coolest products Twilio's announced, and I'm so excited to play with it.
And
I'm
it
so
went
excited
GA
to,
today.
It did. It went GA today. So I am so excited to bring that into this Studio Flow and into this stream.
Hey, let's go do some Autopilot.
All right. So as you notice, there is a handy dandy studio widget called Send to Autopilot, and we're just going to put that on the canvas and see.
Oh, snap. Look at
Yeah.
that.
So it's not going to do anything right now. We're going to
Wait,
leave that
Autopilot
red
has
exclamation
its
mark.
own widget.
Yes,
That's cool.
It does. It has its own widget. So even if you are not writing code, you can still use Autopilot. And so really quickly, I'm going to jump over to this tab and getting started with Autopilot. So yeah, this is a great description. Autopilot's a conversational AI platform to build omni-channel bots and virtual assistants with natural language understanding and complete programmability with Autopilot actions.
So this is amazing.
That is a lot.
And everyone's got access to Autopilot.
Everyone
right?
has access to Autopilot. It's generally available. Super exciting. And so you can see some of the things like you can do like flight booking things. You can do, there's a hospitality bot, there's an FAQ bot, there's a customer satisfaction bot. These are all actually built-in templates that are built into the CLI. So at the end of this, if we've got some time,
we
after
could do
I
this
clean up
from
my
the
flow,
CLI?
We could do this from the CLI.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely. Actually, do you want to build the
Do we think we
our new
can?
bot? I think we can.
Hey, we're going to try something.
Yeah.
We're going to do it live, friends. We have no idea if this is going to work. Fingers crossed we're going to get this right. I am so
All
excited
right.
to be doing this
Yeah.
with our good friend Jen. See, this is why I love
Yeah.
doing things with Jen. This is fun.
All right, there is a how to build a chatbot piece of the docs.
Nice.
So we're going to go there.
Oh, this is all in the docs already.
This is in the docs already, so you can actually play along at home and do this. You can build your own bot. We're going to do half of this in the CLI, and we're going to do half of this in the console.
Okay.
So the very first thing, I've actually already done a couple of these steps earlier this week, but the first thing you want to do is npm install this package. It's called Autopilot CLI, and it's under the @Twilio space. And then you need node installed and npm and all of that to get all set up. And then you want to do this init step. TA is going to be your...
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hold on for a quick second, friend. So so what we've got here, this looks like it's an Autopilot CLI, which may still be separate from the Twilio CLI.
I think it is separate from the Twilio
Okay,
CLI.
and that's good to call out because it's two different packages, friends. So
Yeah.
if you yourself are coming, you're following along at home, you hit twilio.com/docs/autopilot. You'll see how to build a chatbot in the guides. Just
Yep.
keep in mind, it's a separate package.
Yep, great call out. So we're gonna do these init steps, which I've already done, so you guys don't have to worry about seeing my Twilio credentials. And then we're gonna jump right to this next step of create an assistant. And you can see here in this screenshot, this is where the different kinds of templates are there. So like appointment scheduling, conversational insurance company, like all kinds of things that are pre-built. So you don't even have to do any thinking on that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, yeah, so let's actually...
We're gonna run
We're
TA
going to
create.
do TA create. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
so while
hop
you're
into-
pulling up terminal, I want
Yep.
to answer Roberto's question, which is there a template marketplace or a vendor add-on thing for our CLI, I'm assuming? And I think the answer, based off of what we heard earlier, specifically as it relates to the Twilio CLI, is that there will be the ability to add on to that CLI. It's already open sourced. You
You
can
write
add
plugins
more
for it.
stuff for it now. I don't know if there are plans to put together a marketplace. Is there anything that you know about
I have
that?
not heard anything about
Yeah,
that, but I
yeah.
will definitely be keeping my ears open.
It's
for
a
that.
good question for us to ask and to go see kind of what the folks are thinking of, because it's a great question, I think, from a developer community perspective to just know what's out there. So yeah, okay, let's keep going.
All right, so I'm going to select this Hello World template because Hello World is going to give me just the most basics, things like greetings,
Yes.
fallbacks, goodbyes, things like that.
Nice.
Oh, Hello World already exists. Okay, so
Oh, good.
that's
Okay.
great.
So we're gonna do this in a different
We're
place.
going to do this in the console. So this is the nice thing with Autopilot is you can actually create bots wherever. So
Yes.
I already have a bot called Hello World, unfortunately. So CLI needs a little bit of a
different one.
Yeah, different input for there. So I'm just going to go to the console and create a new bot. I'm going to.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, so you can get these exact same templates
Here in the console.
here in the console. So you got the appointment scheduling, the FAQs, all of that. I'm going to start from scratch, and I'm going to give it a unique bot name. I'm going to call it Hydropilot. It'll match our studio flow. Hydration tracking.
Create
create
our
bot.
bot.
A bot's being created. This is already there. It is trained with 17 different samples to say goodbye.
Oh my God.
16 different greetings. There's some collecting information fallbacks that haven't been trained yet.
This
but
is amazing.
Yeah. So we're in pretty great shape right out of the box.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at actually like really quick the greetings. When we click on train, we can see
Wow,
some
look
of
at
these.
that. They got these big numbers there.
Yeah,
16
so 16 samples.
already.
And so we see like there's sup, hi there, what can you do? So all of these kinds of like wake words that might be ways that our bot can know that we're trying to say something.
Well, and what's cool about it is I love that you see like the first sample is sup. Like not what's up.
Yeah.
Not what apostrophe S up, but sup. In natural language, like messaging, like that's how we would reply. I love that there's a yo. I say
Yeah.
yo to everyone. That's the way I say hi to everyone. Yo.
Yeah, exactly. So you could say any of these things. I always say hi with exclamation marks. I'm so glad to see that one's in there, like out of the box. I don't even have to add it. So we've got these samples. I'm actually pretty happy with all of these because I think Twilio's kind of covered all the bases on the hellos.
They sure did.
But if we remember with our bot, what we wanted is to be able to just text it a number.
Yeah.
So I don't see a task that comes out of the box. Oh, hey, yeah, let's add that one actually.
Yeah, we can
go
add
ahead and add it.
hey.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too I wanted to call out is we see these blue bubbles that say things like initiation
is now
and
part of it.
fallback. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is crazy. Did we literally just come in here, type it into the box, click add sample, boom, it's there? Oh
Yep.
snap, that's super simple. That's
Yeah,
super fast,
It's
friends.
right there. Yeah, now we got 17 samples. Now you notice that we need to build the model.
Yes.
It's building.
Oh.
It's so fast.
And that's it?
Yeah. It's
Wait,
just
so we
gonna
just-
model successfully built.
I'm confused. Wait, all we did was click a button.
Yeah, all we did was click a button. It's doing all of this stuff behind the scenes.
We didn't have
for
to
us.
name it anything
We
crazy
didn't have to
or
name
go
it.
look at
Nope,
any
we just had
information.
to add
or
that
anything.
input.
Oh my
We
goodness.
didn't have to give it a name like
That's
we
exactly
normally
right.
do.
Like V0.2.
Correct.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep doing those for us.
See how our minds blown, friends?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah, so let's add a new task. And we're going to call it number because we want to capture numbers of ounces of water.
Mm-hmm.
I like these jokes that the Twilio chat is doing.
Yeah,
Thanks,
shout
Brent.
out to our friend Chef Brent.
Chef
hanging
Brent.
out on the Twilio on the at Twilio handle. He's been like having a ton of fun today. He's been doing a phenomenal job behind the production desk. Both he and Layla codes it. Big shout out to the both of them.
Super, super cool people. Definitely watch their streams.
Yes.
All right, so we have nothing trained here for our task for numbers. So I'm actually just going to start putting in numbers. Chat people, if you want to tell us your lucky numbers, I think we know 1337 is going to go in there. I'm going to put some numbers that are a little closer to like what
we think this would
what
be.
someone, yeah, like 16 ounces is what, like a bottle of soda or water. Water. We're not drinking soda.
Yeah, no soda. 24.
24. That's
27.
There's a 27 ounce soda.
There's
or
a 20.
Water. I keep saying soda. I'm trying to quit
You
drinking
really
soda.
want some soda. We got a 20 from the chat.
This is why I
room.
need the hydration bot. So
That's
I stopped
exactly
drinking
right.
soda and I actually drink water.
No, don't you worry. After my 655, you'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. So we're throwing some numbers at it, and what I'm going to do is let's find a number that's not in this list that we're going to test it with.
Okay. Hey, maybe we'll use Ancient Coder gave us 20. We didn't put 20 in
okay,
it. We'll use
cool.
that.
So we're going to build this model, and then we're going to go over to the simulator, and we're going to start typing some things in.
Okay.
Chad is trying to overdose you on water. Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's to get away
All
from the
right.
soda. Haven't you heard?
So all of this stuff, like, it feels like it's magical. This is my most magical favorite part of Autopilot is the simulator, because you can actually start sending messages to it and it'll recognize the kind of intent that you have. So you can say hi and it knows it's a greeting, and it'll respond with a greeting.
Oh, it's talking to our
We're
our
talking
bot.
to the bot. Yeah. Oh, that's the other part of the task that we didn't actually configure with the number is what the response is going to be.
Oh my goodness.
So let's actually set that up really fast first, and then we'll remember that 20 ounces was our number. So
Okay.
we trained it, but we haven't programmed it yet.
Oh, so you
this
can
says-
program a task.
Yeah, so you can say what you wanted to say after it recognizes that
Oh,
the
that's
numbers
cool.
come in. So I'm going to say, great job staying hydrated.
Hey, let's bump up the font here just a little
yeah.
bit for a couple of our friends.
There
we go.
Yeah, thank you. Great job staying hydrated. I'll log that amount. So, because this is what we wanted to do, right? We want to log the amount of water that
That's
someone's
right.
drank. So we're going to say, great job staying hydrated. As long as they have a number, I'll log that amount. I think I'm going to, pop back over to the simulator. All right, and now if I type in, what was it, 20? So if we remember, 20 is a number that was not in our list of sample numbers. So,
That's right.
Yeah, so we're going to see if it recognizes it as a number. Yep, great job staying hydrated. I'll log that amount.
Look,
So
I'm
Autopilot,
like blown.
Autopilot already recognizes 20 as a number, even though it wasn't one of the numbers that we had in our list.
That is crazy.
So it recognizes integers, which is
I can't
great.
believe that.
I wonder what happens if I put in 26.2. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
snaps.
26.2 works too. So it's recognizing these as numbers. Let's see what I 20.
Yeah, what about the word?
All
Oh
right.
my God.
So it's going to recognize these things as numbers. 655.
Yeah, 655.
Great. All right. So Autopilot
That's dope.
is recognizing these as numbers.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. Yeah, so Chef Brent is reminding us, what about that studio flow?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've been doing some magic over here on the Autopilot side. We've got some intents. We've got ours trained. Let's go ahead and take some of these things out of our flow. So what we can do, and this is where that Autopilot widget is going to come in handy. So I'm going to reload this so that we have access to our new
Autopilot, yes.
assistant. So we see Hydropilot.
Hydropilot,
in there.
yeah.
All right. So let's actually, we're going to disconnect from here. We're going to have some widgets that are no longer connected to stuff. All right. So what do we want to do after the Autopilot? So let's see. We can actually probably do this with a single split. And I think that's all we need to. Oh, no. Actually, Autopilot's going to handle the conversation.
That's
We
right.
don't even need a split.
That's right.
This is where I'm thinking. I'm just so used to my bad flows.
Exactly.
So we're going to delete these splits.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Our widgets.
Our widgets are going all over.
No, wait. What
I
do we-
know our widgets are going goodbye.
No, I'm confused.
Because we don't need them. Actually, we need this one.
I can't believe this.
So we're going to connect this, and then what we're going to do is the inbound body is not coming from an Ask widget. It's actually going to come from...
We just got rid of all the widgets.
Yeah.
I almost need a minute. Like,
You need a minute, yeah.
the widgets have gone.
Autopilot. Okay, so we can actually grab, look at all of these things from the Autopilot.
Oh my
codex that we can
God,
get.
look at that.
I'm going to grab the current input. So when our Autopilot session ends, we're going to get the current input, and we're going to pass that as ounces, and the rest of our request is going to stay the same. All right, so I'm going to publish the flow. We're still going to have to do a couple things to make sure
Oh, that's
got an
other
update.
things.
We might have to do a couple things to make sure this is working, but I think if I text it right now,
Oh, do we need to publish this?
I do need to publish this flow. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to text the number. What is the number that we haven't seen in here? Let's try 72. I'm going to drink
72.
a lot of water.
Oh yeah, not 655.
Nope. 72. I texted that. Let's see if my Autopilot knows. Did not get a text back. What's
We didn't get
going
the
on?
text back
We did not
just
get
yet.
the text back.
Which happened. Let's
Okay,
see.
so let's see. Hydropilot is on there. Let's save. Target task. Nope. That looks fine. I'm going to publish just in case I hadn't selected that. I might not have saved that widget. All right, 72.
Yeah, all of our regex is gone.
There we go. Great job saying
Oh my God.
hydrated. I'm going to log that amount, and then I'm going to refresh here. 70. Oh, we got both
It
of them.
logged
It
72.
did. I just didn't get the text the first time. Okay,
This is
so
amazing.
yeah. So it got my ounces immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to text it hi. Remember, we deleted all of those widgets.
Right.
It says, hello, what can I help
Oh,
you
and
with
it's routed
today?
to the right task.
Yeah.
It says, hello, what can I help you with?
Yeah.
We gave it a number.
I gave it a number 67, and it shows up right there. So we went from having, what was that, like 6
Wait a minute.
widgets to
This is the craziest thing I've ever
2
seen.
widgets.
This is like magic.
Yeah, and Autopilot is capturing our inputs, and all the widgets, yeah, all those widgets are gone, all the regex are gone.
This is voodoo.
Yeah, and Autopilot knows to have the conversation in Autopilot and then take it over to this
No, this
post
is
request
like
when it's
madness.
done.
I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
this is...
Yeah, we just took a bad chatbot and made it so much cleaner.
And we did this with just literally a couple of line changes, and we just got rid of... I'm still... Okay, so I'm traumatized. This is what it is. I'm probably traumatized from the fact that we got rid of all those widgets. I wasn't prepared
deleting them.
to let go of my widgets.
We deleted them pretty fast.
We deleted them all so quickly. I think I'm still having a moment. And then we're doing more and more things in Autopilot. This
Yeah.
is crazy. Yes, I'm with Robertables. We're all kind of having a moment. We need to, figure that out.
Yeah, and remember, we haven't written any code yet today.
That's the thing that's so crazy to me.
We wrote no code. We
I
edited
can't
some
believe
JSON.
that.
Like
Right.
literally, the only thing is we went into the Autopilot, and we went into the program section, and really we just changed the copy on this JSON.
So this
like,
is, we're only scratching the surface here
we
of
are
what you can
absolutely
do.
only scratching the surface. And there's also other things you can do. So if you look at the templates over here, so say is going to be one that you can use just to say a message back, and you can also have listen to check for a response. But there's other things like redirect. You can actually send someone to a URL.
Oh, to a different task.
Yeah, so you can send someone, and you can send them to TaskRouter.
Oh my God.
So if you've got Twilio Flex
Yeah.
configured, you can
Yeah.
actually route
Send them to a Twilio
intelligently.
Flex task.
Yeah, you start them in Autopilot, and then you route them to your agents based on what's been said.
That's amazing.
So redirect is pretty cool. Handoff is great. It's the same thing for
yeah,
a
that
voice
hands
call.
off to an agent.
It does the same thing for a voice call.
Okay.
Collect, gathers information. So, and all these templates
And
are
all the
right
templates
here.
are here. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This
There's
is
the
amazing.
little copy icon is here.
You just
can
copy and paste
you
it
just
right
copy
into
it
the
right
thing
into
here.
there. Yeah, the team that's been working on Autopilot is super smart. They're super thoughtful. They have made this pretty much foolproof. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy to train these models. I mean, I still don't know anything about machine learning, but I have trained a model to
do a
check
bunch of
that
things.
I'm hydrated.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I love that we're doing all of this here directly in the console. It seems like we could possibly also do this with the CLI.
Yep.
It seems like we've been having a ton of fun.
Let's train another model with the CLI. Let's not do Hello World because we noticed that I had that one already. But let's do appointment scheduling and see what that bot looks like. This is going to create the assistant right now, right in front of us.
Now, while this is doing what it does, let me hit the chat room.
Yeah.
I love that Robertables has just shouted you out
So
as
nice.
officially founding the smartest person in the room. We keep raising the bar, and I can't believe we let Jen go. She should have come back to Twilio.
Maybe
Come
one day.
back to Twilio. I promise. It's been so fun. I mean, this is why we love hanging out with Jen. Look at how fun this has been.
It's
friends.
so much fun. This is a really, really great way to spend a Tuesday afternoon.
Hey, I love that. I mean, if only we had the one. No, let me not say that on the stream.
All right, so my assistant appointment scheduling was created. That's already done.
Oh, this is easy.
If I go into Autopilot, so I made that in the CLI.
We'll look at our bots.
You can see all the bots that I've made. Appointment scheduling.
Oh my God.
It's right
It's
there.
right there.
It's already been done. There's no queries made against it, but we can actually see Hydropilot. The last query is today from SMS.
That is so
last
cool.
model build at 540. So you can keep track of your bots. You can also see that I made Hello World earlier, and I made a little barista bot while I was learning how to use this.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
It's pretty fun.
Okay.
So let's take a look at this appointment scheduling bot because I want to see what we get out of the bot.
Well, and it's got tasks already set
It
up
has
for
tasks
us.
already set up. You can complete a booking, change appointment. Let's look at this change appointment one. Wow, so there's a lot of different ways.
And it's
that
just
someone
got all
can
this
text
stuff
in.
already trained.
Yeah, it's pre-trained. It already knows. So this is really like one of those great things that Twilio does where they take all kinds of information that they learned over years of interactions with customers and like the kinds of things people text in. And they're just like, what can I do to train this model out of the box so that it just knows what to do?
This is amazing.
It's so stunning.
I mean, my mind is blown. I'm looking at the clock. We're just about out of time here.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh my God, I want to go have more fun in Autopilot.
I know. I'm looking at this program task thing too. Look at this. You can listen for other named tasks.
Oh my
within
God,
this
so
one.
that you know kind of how to route this thing to specific tasks.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
So it's going to say, I've changed your appointment to July 3rd at 4:30. What else can I help you with? And it's looking for those three options of cancel, list, and goodbye.
the goodbye
as
task.
possible alternative options.
Oh
this is
my
great.
goodness. Listen, friends, this has been a lot of fun.
This
I
has
know
been
we've,
so much fun.
We've like come right up on the clock. This has been crazy. We've been having so much fun. I haven't even been paying attention, but it is about that time.
Yeah.
We do have to do a hard transition. Thank you, Lily Hazel, for hanging out with us all day today. Thank you to the rest of you who've also been hanging out with us all day today. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And legitimately, we've just had an amazing time. We literally I'm still in a little bit of, mourning for our widgets. Jen has just blown
We built
my
a bad
mind.
chatbot and then we made a better one.
She built an amazing chatbot after building a terrible chatbot, and it's been a lot of fun. Let's say bye to our friend Jen, and it's your boy Hurricane Weathers. I'm out of here. See you soon.
If you like what you saw in this interview, please consider heading over to twitch.tv/Twilio and giving us a follow there. We'll have more content like this there very soon.